What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Sproggle. And once again, Netmarble, I think, has shocked a lot of the player base, but definitely in a good way because so far we've gotten a sneak peek for Black Widow, we got a sneak peek for Iron Man, and then we got a sneak peek for guess who? Robbie Reyes. And this was actually a really cool sneak peek. We'll go ahead and bring it up right now, guys, and let's check it out because this is actually really awesome. Simple but effective. I love the flames on the road. That is sick. You see the car, you got the roaring motor going on, flames coming out of the hood. Oh man, it's awesome. And then boom. Now I have went through this thing multiple times, frame by frame, and I haven't seen anything indicating a tier 3 or awakened skill, which does have me a little bit worried because we know that Netmarble will introduce characters that get a new uniform but don't get a tier 3, hence Green Goblin, right? And we always really thinking that he was going to get tier 3 and he might still get one. We don't really know, but he hasn't yet, right? And it just, whenever I see these characters that don't have an awakened skill or tier 3, I get really worried. Now, having said that, if he does get a tier 3 or awakened skill, and again, I don't see anything in this clip, in this sneak peek regarding tier 3 or awakened skill, then we might have an insane monster because whenever this guy right here got this uniform, his relevance just skyrocketed, right? He ended up becoming an ABX meta. He ended up becoming a squad battle meta. He's a world boss destroyer. And even now, he's still a terrific character. You know, he has fallen behind a little bit. He's not the ABX meta anymore. Wanda ended up replacing him, but he's still extremely strong, very good character. And that's really all we can hope for Robbie. And Robbie has this wonderful leadership that increases target edge rate by 50%, which is amazing for Null because having that 50% ignore dodge means that Robbie's going to have 50% ignore dodge always if you're using his leadership, which is really going to help him help from Null dodging his attacks, which actually would really be awesome. And this guy actually at one point was an ABX meta also. I remember using this guy back in the day for ABX, right? Using his iframes to avoid taking damage. And, he got the car that drove along. Something that's actually pretty cool about Robbie, that's a lot of people don't really know, is that even though he's an energy-based character, his car actually does physical damage. So whenever his car would come out, it actually would go ahead and hit these guys. I mean, it's the his skill when the car comes out and hits these guys, and it's actually doing physical damage. There's something really unique and cool about this character, whereas his other skills actually do energy damage. It's pretty wild how this character is. He is an energy-based character, but again, when his car would come out, it would do physical damage. And I'm definitely going to have to search for his potential, get him ready. Shame. I already played World Boss today, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely going to start having to work on getting his potential realized so that we can level him up, get him ready in case he does get an Awaken or Tier 3. And he really should. Honestly, I pray to God that Netmarble doesn't repeat what they did with Green Goblin. And again, please, God, give Green Goblin his tier 3. Good oh, God almighty, man. It's ridiculous. But they really have shocked us because, we thought this was going to be an Avengers update. I mean, it's pretty much what it was looking like. But there's really no surprise that Netmarble would do something like this because they always mix blend these updates. They always throw in something different in there that you don't really think belongs, I guess, per se. But we're still happy to see it. And Robbie, look, I love Robbie. I want him to be good. He hasn't been good in so long. He never even got a damn uniform. He's never even had a uniform, for Christ's sakes, right? This is his base kit. And to see him get a little love would be insane. I mean, I used to have Urus all over the sky. I used to have them all built up and developed. And yeah, I mean, I took everything off, obviously, because well, he just wasn't useful anymore. He didn't have a tier 3, didn't have awakened skill, and he fell off long before that. But I mean, he already had the guaranteed critical rate, which really would help with a rage. So, I mean, he could, if he does get an awakened skill or tier 3, he could end up being an ABX meta, return to the throne as he once was. And I know that would piss some people off because, I mean, Wanda would still be useful for female Universal Day, but for superhero Universal Day, I mean, he could replace her. It's very likely, very possible. Personally, I just want him to be insane in World Boss Legend. Pretty much. I mean, he really doesn't have any text at all. And this is another thing, guys. being a universal type and being 80% chance to immune to fire damage, he could be so good for Mephisto. And that would actually be nice, guys. Being immune to fire, 80% chance to become immune to fire is nice. There's no cooldown on this thing. It would really, really help his survivability against Mephisto, because as you all know, whenever you get into higher levels of Mephisto, the chip damage from Mephisto is just insane. He just does so much damage, and it'd really be awesome if we could bring this guy in and actually start getting it done against some higher levels of Mephisto. But I mean, it remains to be seen, guys. We'll see how strong this thing's going to be. I'm really, really looking forward to Robbie getting a little love. So I mean, they really have surprised us so far. Shout out to the sneak peek for what they've done so far, because I mean, throwing out Black Widow and Iron Man really made us all think it was going to be an Avengers update, and then we get Robbie, and it's like, well, no, it doesn't look like an Avengers update anymore. But I'm still kind of holding out for some other Avengers, because there are other Avengers that really could use some love. I mean, you all know that, my boy here. I mean, come on now. Come on now, Marvel. But they might wait until, She-Hulk, and maybe they'll do something for Hulk then. I mean, we'll wait and see. But let me know how y'all feeling about Robbie Reyes getting a little love, guys. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GND plus 7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.